Time to play. We just conversate and made you feel some type of way. This the show that made you feel some type of way. Catch us every week, same time and place. No time to waste, no time to play. We just conversate and made you feel some type of way. We shutting down airways, boy, we taking over. Shout out pretty ladies, Casey and Lola. Casey and Lola. Hey, yo, we shutting down airways, boy, we taking over. Shout out Dolo on the beat and Casanova. Nova, I bet I made you feel some type of way.
And we are live. People, we are live
loud.
and loud while I'm black. So
that's not what it sounded like when you do mic check, though.
I know,
like,
right? We were doing mic checks right before this, and all of a sudden, I think you did that on purpose, though. No, we are live. This is That Show. We're here every Thursday around this time, 8 p.m. Pacific Standard. That's 11 p.m. for Eastern, because people still don't understand the time zones.
Yes, that's me.
Wasn't trying to say your name out loud, but
Hey, it's okay. I can put myself on blast.
But we're brought to you live from Vets on Media, and we are at iVetX Studio, and I'll start off with the round table. Dolo.
What up? What up?
I like to catch him when he's drinking his beer. Like Dolo, man, how you doing, man? How's your week been?
We good. My week was good. Really, we got something good coming up on today's show. And
so serious.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Sorry. Like, what I was supposed to be like. Well, we got some good stuff coming up on today's show. Like, you know, in the music, we got some international tunes coming up.
Yes.
Yeah. So and we also gonna have some R&B, something that we usually don't have. So it'll be good.
But that's good because they don't play R&B here in Phoenix at all.
Not really.
Not really.
Right.
So I'm glad. I'm glad for the artists out there sending us R&B tracks, and one of them sent us something like not like an hour and a half ago, and I mean we just added it in because it was that good.
Oh, it was
good.
It caught me right away. I was like, we might have to bump somebody.
Exactly. Exactly. Lola, how you doing?
I'm good. How you doing?
I'm all right. How's your week been?
Week has been good. Good. You know, work. Good.
Right on. And we're about to get into your current events in a second. And KC.
I've had an awesome week. I finally got a job in a different department at where I work at right now. So it's more paid too, and it's less stressful, which I'm very looking forward to. And I have more days off.
Wait, what do you mean you have more days off?
Yeah, I work 4/10s.
I don't like you.
Why?
4/10, so you get what, Friday, Saturday, Sunday off?
No, this is where you're gonna you're gonna be okay. The only negative is that I have to work power weekends. But I don't care. I'll take that any day.
What's Power Weekend? So Saturday and Sunday?
No, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday.
Oh.
But I get off early enough to still do stuff. And it's very laid back.
Work the next day.
But it's laid back. Like, it's really quiet back there. I could just go in there, like, even if I am hungover, like, nobody's going to be making noise. Nobody's going to be yelling at my ear.
That's if she's hungover, all right? If.
Which it rarely happens, you know.
Yeah, okay. And then I guess you had, it was something funny. I guess you had a friend tell a taxi cab, the Uber driver, tell him what happened with that.
Yeah, I had a friend tell the Uber driver, the taxi cab driver, about our show or whatever, but he kind of lied to him, told him we were talking about crazy women. He's like, oh yeah, I'm gonna tune in. So he texted him and let him know that he was tuning in.
I wonder why he calls you crazy. Why did when he thought about you? Okay. You know my 85-15 rule. 85% of women are psychos. 15% of them, they just know how to hide it better. So.
But y'all still like it, so.
Well, we have no choice.
85 is pretty good.
Yes. But no, we got a special show today, man. I got a filmmaker by the name of Brandon Holsey, who's also a diehard LeBron fan. Because he comes from Akron, and I'm not sure if I really want to bring that up because he'll really get into it. You know what I mean? Like, it'll take up the whole time of the show. You know, because he'll bring up good points too. But he's a filmmaker out here, and he had me Savannah Mae, whose music we also have. Her mixtape drops next week sometime. And Play B, who is also on the show. All three of us starred in this mini movie that's coming out. And I believe it's going to be released in August. So he's going to tell us a little bit about that along with any other projects that he does, because he also does music videos here locally and photo shoots. I mean, he does everything. He does everything. So he's going to be on the show today along with new music. I'm actually excited that we actually have fans in South Africa. South Africa people, they're tuning in. So we got
we're gonna
Shout
play
out
some
to them
South
South
Africa.
African.
Yeah, I know. Shout out to South Africa right now for tuning in too. But we're gonna play some music from them. Who's that artist who just sent us stuff?
Rachel Marie.
Rachel Marie. She just sent it to us. So I hope. Forgive me, but we're gonna play her stuff because it caught our attention. And the topic of today is about the immigration and immigration kids. I do feel I feel both sides to this argument. So I'm going to be very discreet on some of the things I say.
We don't have.
Actually, I'm not going to be discreet. Oh my gosh. So we're going to talk a little bit about that because there's certain things that I'm seeing with this that we're going to get into. But first and foremost, Lola, hit us up with some of the current events that's going on.
All right. Well, let's just start with the local current events. So Jurassic 5 is here on Saturdays. On Saturday, I mean, at the Marquee Theater, tickets are still $52. Rakim is going to be at the Celebrity Theater tonight, and the tickets are like $7.
Rakim?
Yes.
Ooh, I want to go.
$7.
Rakim.
Yeah, for real. So I'm gonna put up the link.
Hear about this?
Wait, no. There's something.
He's gonna be here all weekend, actually.
Well, there's something you have to do. I think you have to do something to get the $7 tickets.
Yes, you actually have to go and get it on the Celebrity Theater website, and then there's some kind of donation that you have to do. So I'll put up the link also, and then on Sunday, Casey and JoJo for the grown and sexy stuff are going to be also in town. Tickets start at $38, and that's pretty much it.
There's nothing wrong. I seen them perform when I was stationed in Japan, and completely, I was like, yeah, I would never see you perform again. I think JoJo was on crack.
He been on crack. What are you talking about?
Like he was on crack, and then the crazy part was he yanked his shirt off and then tried to flex his bird chest.
Oh.
You know what I mean? So this is the first time I seen.
What else is new?
That's awkward.
Yeah.
I don't know. Like when people flex their chests, the pecs bulge out. This is the first time I seen a chest cave in. I had never thought I would see that in my life. And then he got on stage was sweating, so I knew.
Oh yeah, he was definitely on something.
He was on that Tyrone Biggins. You know what I mean? Joe Rogan, I don't think you know this, but I'm on crack. You know what I mean? If you remember that from Chappelle's show.
Why you got so much jokes already?
I don't know. I don't know. All right, keep going. Keep going.
So, a lot of things happened. We found out that Christina Milian and Lil Wayne came out publicly as a couple.
Ew.
Oh, did they really?
Yeah, they did at the ESPYs.
So this is gonna be baby number
1875 56.2.
Okay.
Yeah.
Are you sad about this, Casey? Like,
How does he get all these pretty girls? Like, he's so
I don't want to know. It's one.
Wayne, that's
so
why.
sad.
One, money talks.
I don't care.
Well, status.
Money talks
Actually,
and
I
status
read in a
talks.
book though that like women and men like function differently when they're dating. Like when you see a girl that dates a guy that looks way worse than she does,
A lot of
that's
the
the way
time.
she sees herself. So that's how insecure she is.
Well, it's Christina Milian, so I don't know.
She's
did
pretty.
marry
I
the
think she's
dream, though.
pretty.
Yeah, she's very pretty, but the thing is, like, she cheated on Jazz Prince
For Lil Wayne.
with Lil Wayne while they were still together, and then they broke up. And Lil Wayne had made a song called "Tina Turnup Needs a Tune-Up," which was a jab at Jazz Prince, talking about "I'm gonna take Christina away from you," and he sure did. And then did you guys watch the ESPYs?
No.
I did.
Drake and Brian McKnight did an ode to the side piece
Oh,
and a song, and
oh.
I have the video for you guys to see.
You know what? We're gonna play that towards the end of the show. I want you to look it up.
Wait, whose side piece?
No. He made a song.
He made a song called
go.
Side Piece.
Because
Who was
ESPY
it? Who was
Awards
it with?
with Brian McKnight.
McKnight
Oh, man.
and
They
Drake.
did it in prompt. improv on they improv the whole thing on stage. And check this out, Drake started it off because he was the host of ESPYs, the sports awards. For those who don't know, he started off. He was like, so there's so many beautiful wives and girlfriends of these athletes. Just give yourself a round of applause. They all clap. He was like, all right, because this next song is not about you.
Yep. So it's up online right now. It's up on our Facebook page. You guys can see it. You guys can listen to it. It is hilarious. The things that Drake talks about, you know, where the side piece is at, and everybody's screaming, and they're like, oh yeah, they're up at the way at the top. I can't see waving their hands.
In the song, he puts up there, I know y'all want me to stop singing about this.
Yeah, and everybody's laughing. It's just freaking hilarious. It's awesome. It's a great song.
I mean, I seen some of the things Drake was doing, like the Manny Pacquiao thing. Did y'all see that?
I didn't see that.
Like Manny Pacquiao as a singer. That's like his next career. Y'all got, we got.
Oh,
wait.
What's the song Manny Pacquiao was singing? I saw the little headline on it.
Oh man, I can't remember what the name of the song
the song from Frozen.
Oh jeez.
Yeah.
It was killing me.
It was.
Oh God.
Another funny thing was Blake Griffin and Drake. They did it like a little
with Chris
skit.
Brown.
And they brought in they did this thing. Blake Griffin and Drake were going at it, so they were doing pranks on each other. So they had this one where Drake was laying down. He was about to go through surgery, and all the doctors ran out except for Blake Griffin. He was like, "Man, what are you doing here?" He's like, "You gonna do surgery on me?" He was like, "Nah, I'm not." But he is Chris Brown, and Chris Brown comes out there and is like, "Yeah, boy," you know, whatever. So it shows they actually made up. So there's no more beef.
Okay, cute.
Nobody got hit with a bottle or
no.
Wait, until Rihanna creeps back into Drake's life. Or Chris's.
You know, and then this is all for the Drake fans out there. I mean, I love Drake. Drake is a great artist, and to me, he did a good job. The jokes wasn't as funny, but you can't blame him. You got to blame the writers. But let's still be honest. Yeah. Drake is the modern 21st century man. Very soft.
I really can't disagree with you, because I've been listening to Drake like nonstop, trying to get it 40s production techniques down, and I think he has all the skill right now. Yeah, he can come out and do anything.
He can come out. He can make hits.
Yep.
All right, he could do that. We're not saying he can't. He could do that, but some of the stuff he talks about, though, you know what I mean? He is the 21st century modern man. You know what I mean? Back then, it was thugging. Yeah, it's thugging. It's like, F you, girl. Shut up. I'll smack the hell out you.
With your fine ass.
With your fine ass. You have to say fine ass. You're allowed to say anything to a woman as long as you say with your fine ass at the end of it. You know what I mean? Like, KC, girl, shut the hell up with your fine ass. You know, Lola, make me a goddamn sandwich.
It don't work with me no
with
more.
With your fine ass.
No more?
No more. No more. At first I was like, oh, okay, you know, it's something for me. And then I heard what he said. I was like,
with your fine ass. Fellas, you're allowed to do that. You can say anything you want to a lady, but you have to end it with your fine ass. You can only tolerate
that 3 times, and that's it.
You can substitute.
Choose your battles on which ones.
And you can substitute fine ass with sexy ass. That is okay.
Do not take the sexy ass.
Look, Dolo's looking at you.
Hey, I was about to turn around and say something. Hey, she just gave me the eyes like.
You better not.
Don't you dare.
Don't you dare. You're allowed
got a bayonet in my purse. She did walk around with a bayonet for.
I believe it. I believe it.
She's giving her the mean side eye right now too. Let's see. Bobby Christina. So
why is she still in the news?
Because hackers, quote unquote, leaked a picture or posted a picture of her taking a hit from a bong. Ain't nobody leaked that. Her boo, brother, husband, cousin, whatever the hell she married to, posted that thing up. It's all over everywhere. And it's not the only picture he has.
Wait. They're upset because she hit a little weed? The thing that's being decriminalized right now in the States?
Yes, she's upset herself.
Because
it was leaked and hackers broke into her computer and did it. Whatever. Anyways, she is like so next. All the ladies out there, I know you're going to be so sad, just like how I am. But Lance Gross is about to be a daddy, and you ain't the baby mama.
Ain't no one care about Lance Gross?
I said ladies. Is you a lady?
No, nobody cares about Lance. Do you care about Lance Gross?
I don't know who that is.
Don't worry, I will show you who it is. And last but not least, Media Takeout, which should be taken as a grain of salt, is claiming that they have a sex tape with JC and Carmen, who is Nas's first baby mama.
I believe that.
Oh, it's very real.
I believe that
It
because
is
that's how,
very real.
Do you know that's how that beef started? Because of Jay-Z. At the time that she was still with Nas, Jay-Z was knocking it over. That's what, if you listen to that song, Is That Your Chick? That whole Jay-Z's verse was about him knocking over Nas's baby mother.
I'm gonna have to go back and listen to that again.
Yes, but
crazy.
The pictures or the video is being shopped around. There are going to be releasing the stills of it where
he's too dark chocolate.
Oh no, sweetie.
Dark chocolate.
Go to his
He's
Instagram.
too dark.
No,
You don't like dark black men?
Not this dark.
Go
no.
to his
Oh my
Instagram.
God,
You need to
racist.
see Lance Gross'
He's darker
Instagram.
than you. He's darker than you. What are you talking about? And I'm sure this has flash in it, like these pictures.
Oh my God.
All right, well, we all know Casey does not like darker men.
Well, and accordingly, I'm talking to two black men connoisseurs on my show. Good Lord.
Hey, I can consider myself a black man connoisseur.
And anyways, just to get back to those lyrics, I'll read you the part where he says, don't get mad at me. I don't love him. I fuck him. I don't chase him. I duck him. I replace him with another one. You had to see. She keep calling me big, and my name is Jay-Z. She was all in my dick. Gradually, I'm taking over your bitch, coming over your shit. Got my feet up on your sofas, man. I see a man. I mean, a hostess from my open hand. You coming home to the dirty dishes and empty soda cans. I can't even read it right now because I want to rap it.
I remember that verse.
That whole verse was about.
Oh man.
Well, and you know the line where he says that she keep calling me big?
Yeah.
Yeah, she did big.
But the thing is, if you are into hip hop like I'm into hip hop, you know damn well that Nas shut that shit down with Ether.
He did.
That's it.
Yeah. It's just I can't even say now.
Yeah.
But that's your dirt for today. The pictures, I will try to get my hands on it. They have to be sold first, but I will try and get them. But the video will be shown. It will go out, and it won't be the first either. There are several that are coming out.
So I want to know what is Beyonce's take on all this?
Nothing. She's going to turn it around and use it for publicity. What do you think they're doing on their On the Run show? There's rumors that on the last show she's going to go ahead and serve JC with divorce paperwork. Now, they don't know if it's going to be legit divorce paperwork or if it's just, for the show to get it more amped. The thing is, they do have their marriage counselor be Skyping with them every single day, and that is very true. So who knows? Who knows? If they do get a divorce, I mean, I called it. Yep, go ahead, have my head. And if they don't, then go ahead, have my head again. But at least we all know that JC is not as innocent, and neither is Beyonce. Beyonce has so much trash behind her.
I bet. I mean, the thing is, they do a lot. They pay a lot to cover a lot of things up. But everything spilled over when the elevator tape leaked.
Yep.
And then all of a sudden, everything opened up. You know what I mean?
I mean, why do you think Dame Dash and him had this major falling out?
Ain't that some? Well, you know what? I think we should go to our first music break. You have the music up, sir?
Yes, I do.
Let's go to our first music. Who we gonna play?
I'm gonna start out with the Black Elf Man, and then
that's the one from South Africa.
Yeah, and then I'm gonna do a dude named Phrase, at It's Phrase on Twitter. So
okay.
Yeah, so I'm gonna play that. He got a little bit of a rugged, old school kind of flavor in the beat with the new school sound. So yeah, we about to play that.
All right. So look, check out the music, man. We'll be right back shortly, man. I'm so happy about the South African.
Yo, see me? I don't really play that. Stay back, face black with a safe bat. Then I'ma go a couple Maybachs, sitting here chilling like a needle in a haystack. That means you ain't finding me. Look at my wrist and that bitch just be blinding me. You ain't rapping, just rhyming, B. Fuck a label, I don't need nobody signing me. I'ma be anything I wanna be. Honor me, part of me. Talking records, hit you in an artery. Same shit, just a different day. I'm trying to find 100 ways just to get me paid. And at the end of the night, I'm trying to get me laid, These rappers don't want to phrase like, too fly, your flight delayed, You guys, you not the same, You a front boy, I put you on Front Street. Get punched, y'all fools can't touch me. I'm a rabbit, it's a habit, you just lunch me. Fuck you faggots, I'm attacking where your funds be. Get the snapping at these rappers, leave their body in the country. Psycho, don't trust me. Psych though, I'm buzzing. These hoes don't like me, said I be nothing. Saying nothing. You ain't saying nothing. You talk a lot.
Yo, I hit the
ain't saying nothing. You put that on your mama, granddaddy, and your cousin, but you ain't saying nothing.
Yeah.
Saying nothing. Saying nothing. You ain't saying nothing. You talk a lot, but you ain't saying nothing. All that bluffing is not a full discussion, cause you ain't saying nothing.
Get a beat one time.
Saying nothing, saying nothing.
Go for the flow, got a note telling give me dome. Hit this shit real fast, call it busy bone. Two shots in the perk, better rock that. The V put in work, man, I got that. All about me, bitch, rapper, I am not that. You can come and see, cause everything I rap, I'm about that. Doing surgically, perfectly, y'all never heard of me. Kill him so good that I think I just murdered me. Trigger is itching so bad that it's burning me. Open the book and take notes, you can learn from me. Merc beats and I eat raps. Can't learn shit from these rappers. Bitch, clean up my weed rap. Goddamn. I see no competition, no nothing. Only repetition. Extradition. These rappers rapping they death wish. Smoking on that shit. Got the devil in it. If I make this shit my job, it'll look like 7 figures.
Saying nothing. You ain't saying nothing. You talk a lot, but you ain't saying nothing. You put that on your mama, granddaddy, and your cousin, but you ain't saying nothing. Saying nothing. Saying nothing. You ain't saying nothing. You talk a lot, but you ain't saying nothing. All that bluffing is not a full discussion, cause you ain't saying nothing. Saying nothing, saying nothing.
Yeah, we going ham. In this game, we going hard. Yeah, we killing it. Yeah, we going ham. In this game, we going hard. Yeah, we killing it. This is how we do it. In this game, how we do it. This is how we do it. In this game, how we do it. Ain't no time to play, but funny, I'm never losing in the game. We black out, you cooking and killing it, it'll never be the same. You know what niggas hate it when the girls is calling my name. And I ain't never worried, cause you know I'm using the paper. It's Crush your boy, the nigga that you only talking about. The nigga that you wanna matter so much, the nigga you telling your goofies about. I ball so hard, be careful when you effing with me. I'm never easy, always mean it, that's who I be. I'm doing it big, I know you hate it. I'm fly, I'm high, I know you wanna too. You claim me fly, cause smoke kush. I'm doing it big, sick, ill. Ladies call me Mr. Crusher, STV, met Crusher, killing it. Boy, we so high, I'm murdering it, killing it. Boy, you know I ain't no liar. Penning your flows, you know that you joke. Boy, we gon' remain on fire, A-B. See the rap game so easy, I do me. And I dig chicks like sweet pea. I'm out. Yeah, we going ham. In this game, we going hard. Yeah, we killing it. Yeah, we going ham. In this game, we going hard. Yeah, we killing it. This is how we do it. In this game, how we do it. This is how we do it. In this game, how we do it.
Hello, we back again. We do it again, yep, this is how we do it. Kushis is back again. Fatigue when Zagalan, black out is happening. Blow Yamanyon, magic is happening. I'm feeling the game, joystick and set you saw. Whack links, let's go about register. Sick on the flow, best way to blow your mind. Where I go and I'm always on my grind. No prefer all, I'd rather go for a steak, please. Never panic, she ain't my favorite dish. skinny red bone. Better be careful, dog is here. With the perfect Kevin, I ain't talking blackberry. This is how we roll, even better than soccer ball. Ring to my track on it whenever I give a call. You are girl a groupie, screams on me to the mall. STV, Kush, Crusher, this is how we roll.
Going ham, yeah, in this game, we going hard. Yeah, we're killing it. Yeah, we're going ham, yeah, in this game, we going hard. Yeah, we're killing it. This is how we do it.
In this game,
How we do it. This is how we do it.
in this game.
How we do it.
I got a pen and a paper and I'm writing on my lines. Man, I'm chasing the paper cause that's a mania on the grind. I'm taking baby steps but I never stumble on my lines. Like I rap in the Nike store, man, I always get it right. Man, I drop bars, getting liquor on the grind. I ain't got a second rate, but they say I fuck around. I only get a chick, then I fuck her and I bounce. Indeed, nowadays I ain't easily aroused. This is how I do it, never try to change me. Tupac also said only God can judge me. I ain't A and I ain't B, but like C, man, I'm a free. Blackouts in the building, man, you know we do it big. Baggy jeans, all star, that's just how we dress up. Roll 8 joints up, man, let's smoke up. Get hot, if you wanna see me, better look up. Guess I gotta stop now, best believe it's time up.
Yo, in ham, yeah, in this game, we going hard. Yeah, we're killing it. Yeah, we going ham. Yeah, in this game, we going hard. Yeah, we're killing it. This is how we do it.
In this game,
How we do it. This is how we do it.
in this game.
How we do it.
And we are back. I like that first song. That was
That was a phrase.
Phrase.
Yeah.
Okay.
He was. Yeah, I like that. I like that.
I mean, you're gonna give him a little shout out right now. Phrase Fraze. That's
yeah,
the Twitter?
I got him right now.
Okay,
I
cool.
got him.
Cool.
Or
cool,
you got
cool.
him.
I
Whoever
got
got him.
I got you. I got you.
Exactly. Any minute now. A couple minutes. Brandon's gonna go ahead and call in. But before we get into that, I actually want to. Did you see the picture of 50 Cent's baby mama?
No, I did not.
Yeah.
She had that I'm not pulling out dress. Oh my Lord. It's a nice dress. That's what I'm trying to say. It's a nice dress. It's
Casey's face gate told me everything about the dress.
What?
What's wrong with the dress?
There's nothing wrong with it.
Are
She
you
has
gonna
a
post
nice
a
body.
pic? Are you gonna post a picture?
I might just go ahead and post the link.
She's not wearing panties, that's for sure.
Well, obviously, and if it's gonna be
I don't think
skin tight,
I don't think anyone cares.
No, like the
about
slit.
that.
The slit, you can tell. There's no
Probably.
panties there.
What's her name? Daphne.
Yeah. She's the one that 50 Cent kicked and tried to pull her out of the apartment by her hair, and she went straight to the police. And yeah,
Oh really?
stand-up guy, of course.
What is wrong with him? He too big for all that.
Everything.
You know what I'm saying? And then, I mean, I follow him on Instagram and stuff like that. Some of the stuff he says is funny, but some of the stuff I'm like, dude, you kind of petty. You know, just like his former BFF, Floyd Mayweather. They're both really petty.
Don't get me started
They-
on him.
They former now?
Oh
Yeah,
yeah. They're no longer friends.
Wow, I didn't
Mhm.
know
What was the
that.
falling out about?
I don't remember. See, that's how much.
Because the only thing I remember is the Tiny thing, and there hasn't been that much time in between that. So.
Hold on. Let me refresh my mind. It had something to do with Miss Jackson. That's for sure.
Wait, what?
Huh?
Don't tell me he banged that too.
No, I don't know. I don't know.
Because if he did, wait, Floyd Mayweather or 50?
supposedly, Miss Jackson was getting way too buddy-buddy with 50 Cent, and Mayweather didn't like it.
Oh.
I'll rehash it right now. Give me a few seconds.
Well, I'll be damned. Yeah, I'm about to post. All right, so I finally got it. Okay, so I'm about to post this up right now. Yeah, just go to our Facebook page and yeah.
Oh, jeez. And yeah. Yeah.
I ain't gonna lie, that thing, you know she fine. That's the thing. When a female, do y'all walk around like? Do you have one of those days where you good hair day? You're looking good, you're stepping out, and you tell yourself, "Damn, I know I'm fine."
Yeah.
See?
Every single day.
Really? I got a girl back here
She
said
said
never.
never.
Oh, Okay, I guess so.
Why
So
you take
is he
away
calling
the
it right
mic?
now?
Look at him. I saw that. I saw.
Out loud. You know, I don't worry. I do that
Where's
too.
the link, buddy?
Hold on, player. Hold on. Okay, and
Your finger's stuck.
that's nasty.
What?
That's nasty.
I'm just. She can wear underwear with that dress.
Anyways, while we got a call in.
Yep, we got a
Oh
caller.
my goodness, thank God, because you ladies.
You were on that show.
Yeah, you on that show. What's going on?
Hey, what's good, man?
What's good, man? We got Mr. Brandon Holsey. I hope I was saying your last name right. It's Holsey, right?
Yes, sir. That's right.
Right, Mr. Brandon Holsey, aka film producer, aka music film producer, aka Mr. LeBron.
Yeah.
What's going on with you, man?
You already know I'm good, man. First, I want to thank you for having me on the show.
Oh, no problems, man. No problem. Thank you for having me in your movie.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, definitely, man. So, before we get into anything, tell us a little bit about the movie that you're editing and producing right now, I guess you could say.
Yeah, the movie is called Faithfully. You know what I'm saying? I call it a hip-hop drama. I think you and my boy Bill P, y'all added a little comedy in there, which is good. It's pretty much about a young lady that's struggling through life. You know what I'm saying? She's a stripper. And long story short, she meets a guy from high school that she used to know, and she moved in with them, and they discover that they both have a passion for music, and pretty much it's history from there. So,
where did you get your inspiration from? That sounds like vaguely familiar to many other hip hop movies or many movies that have been put out there already.
Yeah, definitely. Like one inspiration, of course, is from Hustle and Flow, which is one of my favorite movies. But the thing is, I got my own vision, and this is definitely something different. Like I grew up listening to hip hop; it's just a part of me. So that it was only fitting that be like for my first film. So.
Okay, so was this so you saying that this is your first actual movie that you done?
Yes.
Man,
I started off like I'm primarily a music video director and producer, and I've been doing it for so long. And if you get a chance to check out my videos, you'll see that I mix a lot of like acting in with my music videos. It's not like the traditional video, so
okay.
I think it was only fitting that I go that route.
You know what this story sounds like? Started on music video and they made a movie. Hype Williams, Belly.
Yeah.
Exactly. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
because
that's one of my favorites.
That's a classic right there. That movie is a classic right there. All right, man. So how many, like, as far as like getting into film, what got you started into that?
Really, man, it's funny because I started off as an artist. Like I started off as a hip hop artist when I was younger, and pretty much from there, I started playing around with video. Making music videos of myself. I was so interested in it that I actually decided to move to Arizona to go to college for digital video production. So that's how I really got my start.
Okay. Now, who are some of your favorite artists that you worked with?
My favorite artist, I would definitely say one of them is it's an R&B singer. His name is Dave Young.
Yes, I met Dave.
Amazing talent. So I'm always encouraging them to just always come out harder and just do his best because I really believe in him. So.
Okay. Yeah, I actually met Dave. I mean, he's a real good singer out there. Shout out to Dave Young, man. It's real cool. And you actually had one of the artists that we're gonna play, probably not this week, but more likely next, because her mixtape is dropping. But you had, how did you find Savannah Mae?
Yes, Savannah Mae.
Because
Like, I
she's
was so
amazing.
impressed by her. I was actually searching while I was doing my casting for this film. Like, it wasn't going so well, so I hit up Reverb Nation, started going through the charts and everything, and I heard her music, and I was just blown away by it. So I just had to reach out to her. Luckily, she was available and willing, and we made it happen. So.
Right, man. Because that one scene, there was one scene in the film that she actually just sings. All right, there's no help, no nothing. It's just her hitting the mic and singing. And I'm not even gonna lie, we were all blown away because sometimes we hear certain singers sing and you're like, ah, you're all right. I mean, she actually has a voice.
Yeah, she can sing definitely. So.
Yeah, shout out to Savannah Mae, man. So let me ask you this: what's your next? After this film, what's next for you?
Well, next for me is, man, I'm trying to put out 2 more before this year is over. I'm really trying to get my name out there as a filmmaker. I mean, I've been doing my thing as a music video director, producer for a while now, so I'm just trying to, expand. I want to put out a couple more dramas, maybe a crime drama, something like that. So.
Okay. Well, you know what? I already have an idea for you. All right, we're gonna work on this together. I have an idea. All right.
All right, for sure. I'm down.
Yeah, we're gonna recreate the '70s, the Mac, and I'm gonna star in it. All right. I'm gonna play the part of Goldie.
Right.
You know what I mean? I'm gonna play the part of like Goldie, but we'll change the name up and everything else. We'll have Play B play like Pretty Tony or something like that. But we're gonna do the Mac, and I'm gonna be the main character. And this time, instead of him having like 4 or 5 on the arm, I wanna break the record and have like 15. Are we able to do that? I want some in the front, some in the back.
I'm down for it, so.
That's
yeah. Speaking of Play B, I definitely want to give him a shout out. He really did his thing. He was the pretty much the lead role. Kind of him and Savannah shared that lead role, and I think they both did an amazing job. So shout out to him.
Absolutely, man. And real quick, how can people find you if they need some work done?
Well, if you need work done, you can hit me up on my site, brandnewstudios.com. That's BRANNU, and it's studios.com. I pretty much, primarily, I only do music videos, but occasionally I do other things like photography. I do graphic design, promo videos, and stuff like that too. So.
All right, awesome.
I have a question. How long have you been doing that for? Like the music videos and the photography?
Music videos, I would say, going on like 4 years now.
Okay. What about photography?
Photography, I would say about 3 years on and off.
Okay. We should make we should have him come in and make like an intro video.
Oh yeah, that would be dope. I actually made one of those before, so.
All right, so you do have experience in it. Okay, so like we should have him make an intro video. You know what I mean?
I gotta have the most epic part though. I'm Dolo, so.
You have to. What, you trying to have flame on the background?
Yeah.
No, wearing skinny jeans and making it clap.
Oh.
Hey, whatever. Every time it claps, pyro.
No. See. Now you brought
Pyro.
Brandon into this. All right. If you've seen Dolo is not necessarily a small guy, but he decided to wear extra small yoga jeans into the studio one day, and you can tell
them gotta be yoga jeans.
Man, they were tight.
Play B.
Man, they were tight, man. Look, they squeezed your bottom so hard, like the top of your head would look like it was about to explode, bro. It was really, really tight.
Just enough room to make it clap.
Oh no,
geez.
hell no. Exactly, man. Exactly. And for the movie Faithfully, when is your expected date, or in fact, when is your expected date to release it, and what is your plans for when you release it?
So my plan is like the movie should be done sometime in early August. I'm probably going to have I know I'm going to have a video release or premiere party sometime in August. I should have a set date within the next couple of weeks. I'm just trying to secure a venue for it. But after that release party, pretty much, man, I'm going to hit up all of the film festivals and everything, just go all out with it. Yeah, I'm a passionate person. I think that whenever you put something out and whenever you do something, you should go all out with it. So I'm definitely going to push it.
Absolutely, absolutely. Because I remember when I was reading my lines in the script, I was like, you know what? Because I'm not sure who's going to see this, so I wanted to improvise a little bit. I'm like, they're going to remember me in this film. Whatever it is, they're going to remember me in this film. So a lot of the things I was doing, I was improvising.
Yeah, most definitely. Like, and I that's what I told like Ryan, which played Kevin in the movie. I told him like I'm going to give you guys a lot of opportunity to improvise and just be yourself and just do you. You know what I'm saying? Make the character yours. And I think y'all did a great job at that. So.
I appreciate that, man. Appreciate that. But before we go ahead and let you go, because we're gonna go ahead and go on another music break. You know I have to ask you this. What is your feelings about LBJ coming back to Cleveland?
You already know, man. I'm excited about it. You know, I'm from Akron. I'm a LeBron fan, huge LeBron fan. I think he made the right decision, you know what I'm saying, both like professionally and just like for his family, you know. Miami, they're a great team, but they're on the decline, and like family, you always got to put family first. So
exactly. They said he's projected to bring $500 million to the city of Cleveland alone. One man.
Yeah, they need it too. I mean, one thing about LeBron, like which a lot of people don't realize, especially like from other cities, the reason people is on LeBron so tough is not necessarily just because of his basketball skills, but just because of him as a person and what he represents and what he does like for the community. Like where we from, like Akron, I mean, it's the hood, it's the ghetto, and it's not that many opportunities. So he is like a symbol of hope, you know.
I understand that. Trust me, that's how I feel about my New Orleans Saints.
So, Brandon, do you think they're going to put back up that big poster that they had on that building over in Cleveland where he's holding the basketball?
Honestly, I think they're going to build him a statue in front of the kids.
You really think so?
You know what? You know, honestly, yeah. if they win a finals, if they win a just championship alone, they will have a statue of LeBron, because the last time the city of Cleveland won anything, it was in the 60s. 1964 to be exact. You know what I mean?
Yeah, they're starving for it.
Yeah, exactly. So now they're gonna have a statue, a school, a couple of streets, people born in the hospitals up there. They're gonna name their child somewhere around LeBron.
Hey, don't forget the side pieces. They're also gonna benefit from this.
Oh God, you would. You gotta understand. Lola is our current event supposedly expert, and so she knows. So she knows what's going. She thinks she knows what's going on. Honestly, she's been correct on a lot of them right now. So, but you know, other than that, man, I want to thank you for coming on the show, man. And I'm definitely post up your link so people can be able to hit you up.
I definitely appreciate it. Thanks for having me, and definitely thanks for your part in the movie. It's gonna be great. Hope everybody see it. I'm gonna post that release date out soon, so stay tuned.
Exactly, man. Exactly. And don't forget about me if you have another movie coming out.
Don't forget about Dolo and the Pyro.
Oh, we're not
and
doing
his skinny jeans.
We're not doing Pyro, Dolo. All right, man. Thank you for calling in.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Peace.
Yeah, yeah, because you know I'm always into acting, and acting's my thing, you know. So definitely get them out there, and let's go to another. Should we go to a commercial break?
Yeah, we got a break.
We gotta pay some bills.
Yeah, we gotta pay some bills.
All right, let's go ahead and go to our first commercial break, and then
I'm gonna play some. I'm gonna play that Savannah Mae track after this.
All right, we'll play that Savannah. Oh, Savannah Mae or that Rachel?
I'm gonna play the Savannah Mae after this.
Okay.
Because you already hinted towards it.
Okay. Well,
earlier.
I said we're gonna play it next week.
No, you didn't.
Yes, I did. I said next week.
Did he say that?
No, because I said
we got the Savannah Mae track coming up. No. We're gonna play that coming up.
But then he said we're gonna go ahead and wait for
the next week because her
mixtape is dropping.
Yes.
I'm excited for this track though. Okay.
All right. Well, let's go.
We're gonna play Rachel Marie, New Habit.
Yes. I like the song. So let's go ahead and play that, man. Let's go to the commercial break, then we're gonna come in with the song. Or should we go to song then break? Never mind.
How about that bandit? You got some ears on, son?
Have you ever wanted to be a truck driver? If so, pay attention. If not, pay attention anyway. Southwest Truck Driver Training offers everything you need to get started. You can get hired before you begin training. They've got GI Bill approved training facilities, day, night, or weekend programs to fit your busy schedule. And if you have any questions, No sweat. They've got veteran supportive campuses with veterans on staff to serve you. And on top of that, they have lifetime job placement assistance. Put the pedal to the metal. Call Southwest Truck Driver Training today.
Everyone's going to need an attorney at some point in their life. I'm no different. Hey everyone, it's James from Vets On. Whether it was my last will and testament before deployment or my ongoing custody battle for my children during my divorce, I needed help, so I lawyered up. If you need help, I urge you to contact Capstrom Law Firm. Capstrom Law Firm in Springfield, Missouri services clients throughout the state in criminal law, personal injury, and family law. With over 13 years practicing law, Tom Capstrom understands both law and court procedures and how stressful they can be. Let Tom Capstrom Law Firm and his dedicated staff take the stress and worry out of a difficult situation by calling him today. We feel so strongly about the work that Tom and his staff are doing that he'll be a monthly guest on the show. Tom is a veteran and a listener, for God's sake, so you know the guy is solid and will fight for you. Give Tom a call today by calling 417-864-0552 or email Tom at capstromlaw.com. And don't forget to tell him that Vets On sent you.
The choice of a lawyer is an important decision and should not be based solely upon advertising.
Are you sick and tired of being sick and tired? Are you or someone you know suffering from eczema, diabetes, or vitamin deficiencies? Then I can share with you something to help remedy that with health and wellness. It can be a business plan too, which is a great opportunity to meet and interact with all types of people who care about changing lives. So when you are ready to make a difference, call Jamie at 602-295-9969. That's 602-295-9969.
Hey everyone, it's Adam from Vets On. Are you or someone you know looking for employment? Then look no further than iVetX. iVetX is placing veterans with the right hiring companies. Join their mission in putting veterans in inspiring careers with ensured success. Access their national pipeline of military talent for companies. All veterans are pre-screened for 55 soft skill sets, 800 clarification types, education, experience, salary range, and so much more. iVetX can help you find the perfect job to veteran match. Your skills are based on what's needed for success in that job. If you're a hiring company or a veteran looking for your next career, then get started today and go to www.ivetx.com. iVetX, bridging the employer-veteran gap by putting Americans' veterans to work today.
Chocolate man with a nice clean cut. I'm your friend, won't you show me something? It's my plan, we can both go nuts. Do my dance on your cake, no bluffing. Fall so hard, but I still won't cuff. Got me hooked on your man like Dustin Hoffman. Calling, you better pick up. I'm still feeling, I need my dosage. I can't seem to stay away, stay away. I can't seem to fade away, we make a magic. I can't seem to stay away, stay away. I lay awake at night, craving your body. I can't seem to stay away, stay away. I can't seem to fade away, we make a magic. I can't seem to stay away, lay awake, get night for you. Baby, my new habit, you are my new habit. Baby, my new habit, you are my new habit. Baby, my new habit, you are my new habit. Baby, my new habit, you are my new habit. Baby, light skin hair with a fresh armpit. I'm not staying like an audio selfies. Post and post, baby, where you at? You know I do whatever you tell me. Come stop by, we can just relax. Got a few trees we can pop, no daddy. Madly crazy, you got me wrecked. They say the best time to hit's when you live there. I can't seem to stay away, stay away. I can't seem to fade away, we make a magic. I can't seem to stay away, stay away. I lay awake at night craving your body. I can't seem to stay away, stay away. I can't seem to fade away, we making magic. I can't seem to stay away, stay away, lay awake, get at night for you. Baby, my new habit, you are my new habit, baby, my new habit, you are my new habit, baby, my new habit, you are my new habit, baby, my new habit, you are my new habit, baby. Like I'm tall and I like I'm southern, like I'm fine, like a Hemsworth brother, like I'm sweet but not undercover. Soon as it's slick, then it's on to another. Like I'm bold and I like I'm geeky, like I'm quiet but low-key freaky, like I'm straightforward when we meeting. Never know who'll be the ones who my new habit. My new habit, baby, my new habit, my new habit, baby, my new habit, you are my new habit, baby, my new habit, you are my baby.
That song goes hard. That song goes hard. You know what I mean? It's crazy because that was like a last submission, and all of a sudden we heard the song. We're like, oh, throw this in the mix. Throw
It's a good song.
Yeah, throw this in the mix. You know what I mean? So welcome back. And if you missed the show, you missed a couple of the current events. I'm gonna have Lola put some of them up, some of the good ones up. You also
that Rakim one.
They're up already on our Facebook page with everything.
Good. And then we also had a homie of mine, Brandon Holsey, Holsey. He called in. He was the guy who directed the film that I was in. And that release date should be around early August, so stay tuned for that. And we're going to continue with the show because we have a strong topic. And the strong topic, I guess, for the past couple of weeks is with the immigration and how since October till now, 57,000 unaccompanied minors have crossed the borders into the United States illegally.
Mm-hmm.
Now, you have both sides going at it. First and foremost, I think one of the main concerns I have that really pissed me off is these protesters yelling out obscenity about children.
Yeah.
Children. All right, these are not grown adults. These are children. All right, now my other big concern is how do these kids get across like that?
They just come. They're just coming, showing up at the door, and they have no choice but to be let in.
So I mean, the thing is like these kids, like the parents are just sending them to the States.
Yeah, literally.
Mm-hmm. All right, now that's what I have an issue with.
But you gotta understand, I mean, maybe what the parents, wherever they are, they're probably going, I mean, if their situation is so dire that they risk sending their kids alone through, 2, 3 countries or 4 countries, depending on where they're coming from?
I'm sorry. I mean, you're a parent. You know, you don't send your child to another country and say, it's a better life, go by yourself, and, you know, you're still like 11 or 12 years old.
Maybe
you don't
they
do
have
that.
family here and they're trying to reunite with them.
Nah, man. Nah.
Some of them do have family here,
exactly.
But others don't have family.
Right.
Yeah.
And here's the thing, though. It's by this happening, you are making it harder for the people who are trying to do the right thing. All right. There's people out there who are trying to do the right thing, who trying to be documented, so they can either be a legal citizen or just be a legal resident of the United States. But you have people like 57,000 unaccompanied kids. Man, I don't.
That's gonna go up.
Yeah,
a lot
but
in the next year.
Yeah, I'm sorry though. It's as a, you know, why would you, if you are in dire straits, this company's going to shit. Would you send your child alone to another country?
No.
Let's think about that real quick. All right, let's start off with the foundation. You got parents so desperate that I'm going to send these kids alone, and hopefully they can find their relative, and hopefully, I mean, this is a whole issue right here. You know, I mean, I understand the immigration. I understand this is supposed to be the better country and everything, but you still got rules and regulations, regardless.
We have rules and regulations, but part of our rules and regulation is to let these kids in.
Well, here's the crazy part about that. Out of the 57,000, majority of them come from Central America, Guatemala, El Salvador. There's another one down there.
Honduras.
They all come from here. Now, it's funny because you have the conservative Republican Party sitting up there. They're the main ones protesting. But in 2007, George Bush came out with a law and signed on it stating that any country that's not sharing a border with the United States and they're a minor, you cannot immediately deport them. That's why they're not immediately deporting them. He's the one that came out with that in 2007. Go fucking figure. Go figure. So now you have a lot more conservatives. They're the ones out there screaming, "Not our problem, not our problem." But
They're the ones that voted.
It was your president that put them in there. You know what I mean? So it kind of you kind of put the government in a bind right now. You know what I mean? You kind of put a government in the bind now. If you have any, I'm gonna put a post up right now. Or if anybody, well, I'm on Facebook, so I'm about to put a post up right now about if you guys have any issues or you got any questions or you want to have something to say, call us at 602-399-7787.
I already put it up.
Okay, good. And or on that post that Lola put up, if you want to share something there. I really would love to hear your comments about that. But I'm playing both sides to this because, you know, this is, if a country's in that dire strait, this is something the government needs to have. It's so funny that their own government is allowing them to defect like that and have no worries in the world.
Well, I mean, how is the government going to stop them? How is their own government going to stop them? They can't do anything about it. Mm-hmm. The people are going to find one way or another to come here. They think that we are, you know, the land of milk and honey, the land where all of your dreams come true, where you can come from nothing and be one of the greatest ever. They have aspirations. They think that this is, I mean, think about it. Would you like to be living somewhere else where your rights are not, you know, upheld, or that you're going through revolution like in Venezuela, or having, you know, things that go on in Guatemala?
Yeah, but I understand that. But, you know, and I'm reading something for Cal, and he's probably going to call in right now. But my cousin Cal sat there and said he wants to send them. He was like, this is exactly what he said. He was like, yes, and we as Americans have a soft side about children, and I think all of them should be sent back. All those countries are third world countries and countries. Oh, that's what he's trying to say. Third world countries, and Obama isn't doing shit. Now, remember what I said earlier. President Bush signed a bill stating that if they are not bordering the United States, which only leaves Mexico and Canada, you cannot send back these children immediately. So now you have to go back and do something about that bill that was signed in 2007. So that's why they're not sending them back immediately. Okay, that's the reason why. Now, let me get you guys' thoughts about this before I go any further. About the whole immigration and what should they do with the kids?
I feel like the kids don't bother me none, but I feel like if they do have family here, and that's what they came for, the ones that do have family here should be able to stay. Why not? Why would they have to go back to the country that they, you know, kind of went from? They probably didn't have anything to eat, and there's no way to make money to get food over there. Mm-hmm. So that's understanding. But the ones that don't have family here, then what would they do here? Just live in the street?
Right. Well, here's the other thing. They're hoping that they're going to get picked up and the government is going to take care of them, and that's the problem.
Sorry, the bill is called No Child Left Behind.
Oh, well, there you go. But here's the problem I have, and this is why I do feel that you need to send them all back, because we got starving kids of our own here. So if we allow this to happen, how many other times parents can be like, oh, crap, we don't have anything here. The United States government is going to take care of them. Let's go ahead and send them over there. Think about it. We got starving Americans here. We got starving legal people here. We got starving Americans here. You know, no, and especially with these kids, I understand, you know, the dire straits of what's going on over there, but in my honest opinion, we got to send them back. we have to send them back. And then even though with the ones who cross over with their kids, I mean, I know a couple of them. I'm not sure where they're at, but I know a couple of them. They came over with their parents. All right, they came over with their parents, and they're thinking about sending the parents back, but not really the kids, because the kids hasn't. To me, send them all back, because the parents should understand the situation. If you're gonna cross with your child, know that if you get deported, your child getting deported too. Send them all back. Because there's something that has to be done with this, because even at one time for me, and even a couple of friends of mine I was stationed with, we were living overseas, and the person that they were dating or seeing at that time, we're trying to make them legal residents so they can actually live with us, so eventually, they get marriage or whatever. But it made it hard for them because of the immigration problems right now. So I mean, I feel for them. I really do feel for the kids, but in my opinion, they gotta go back. They gotta go. We got way too many.
But if they have family here, that
this is
that doesn't mean that they're gonna go under the government assistance.
Yes, they are.
Yes, they are.
Yeah, no,
they are.
They are going.
They are going on the government assistance.
See, we're not thinking about how this is gonna affect other systems. We're just, we see the kids, and I feel for the kids, and I'm very, sad that they're just sent up here,
right?
And they're introduced pretty much to racists at the border.
Right.
I mean, a lot of people at the border are like, go back home. You don't have no place here. But at the same time, we're not thinking about these kids are going to go into our education system, and guess what? They're going in our education system.
Yeah.
And that's where the DREAM Act comes in, which is something completely different. But I mean, it's a very tricky.
Yeah, the thing is, if you say yes to this and allow this, you're letting all the other countries know. Go ahead and send a kid. Go ahead and send them over here, because think about it. You got free public school. All right, you got free Medicaid or healthcare. Even if they were to take in that child, the family members, and then whatever, they get benefits if they make them a legal guardian, or they become a legal guardian. All right, they're gonna reap the benefits of that. And $57,000 from the month of October, and I think there was a place in Houston. There was a school that closed down. All right, it's in a low-income neighborhood. There's a school that closed down. They're turning that into a safe haven for these kids, for right now the government is, to keep them contained, because there's no other room.
Well, maybe the government should start using those concentration camps that are all over the U.S. or are sitting them, they're empty.
Well, I don't think they want to do that.
Maybe. Well, I mean,
let's just think about what you just said.
Again, and I say concentration camps because of how they are, but those camps are sitting there empty.
Yeah.
I mean, they're FEMA refugee camps.
That just makes it worse. That just makes it worse, because if you say because they're empty space, but they're former concentration camps, you would never win a battle on anything you say.
Let's put those kids in concentration
camps.
Okay, so and this should be a different topic. Why do we have those camps?
Those camps actually came about during World War II, because they didn't trust the Japanese citizens that were living here, because apparently to them, the Japanese turned their back on them after giving them a peace offering, and then turn around and bomb Pearl Harbor.
So why do we still have those camps?
I don't know. It just reminds me of that whole Illuminati stuff.
Actually, no, these are actually real camps.
Yeah, they're real.
They're real camps.
Yeah, there's one in Yuma.
I know. That's why I've watched
right,
YouTube
but
videos
no,
about that.
I mean, if you think about what you're saying, you're not going. That's like saying, well, how come we just don't keep them on the old slave houses that's in the plantations? So, come on, think about what you're saying.
It's the wrong word. It's still a campsite.
No, because of what it stood for, you're never going to win that battle. But like with these kids, like the reason why I brought up the whole school thing is because and it brought this up because the black community was pissed. The reason why is because they closed the school down, but they only opened it to hold these kids when they wanted that school open for their own kids. That's what the problems we're running into now. They're like, man, we should have more of an education system here. At least turn that into an educational institution for our kids. Make it like a learning center. Make it something for the kids to learn. But no, you're gonna turn this into a refugee camp for undocumented kids. That's an issue. I'm sorry, that's an issue. Now, another issue with this is I have a problem for those people who are picketing and protesting. Okay? You're not going to get anything done doing that. You're not going to get anything done making a fancy sign. I'm sorry. Having a fancy sign with Crayola markers on poster board that you got from Hobby Lobby, you're not doing anything with it. That's just like a post going around about let's get these likes so we can do something about these illegal kids here. You're not gonna do anything with that. Likes don't fix anything. All right. For all those people that's protesting, do something. All right.
But what is that something though?
Well, it could be anything. For if you don't want them here, then come up together with money. Come up together with money. Come up together with something, a Kickstarter, a fundme.org to fund these kids to go back, and then feed them and clothe them while they're going back, so they have something with it. But if you don't want them here, get that together. Don't start protesting. What are you gonna get out of a protest? I'm gonna walk by you. All right. Is that how you feel? Great. Go have a cookie. Go sit down somewhere. All right. That ain't gonna do anything.
Well, one of the just something I was watching, some senator or I think it was a senator was down there at the border, protesting,
Oh yeah.
But the media asked like one of the negative protesters a question, and basically it was like, don't you think this will bring violent, kids coming in will see this and see like your attitudes and see like thinking it's violence pretty much.
Yeah.
So like, and the guy, all he responded was, yeah, they went through Mexico.
Now this only increases the whole SB 1070, which I'm fully against here in Arizona because you're profiling.
Yeah.
And the reason why I'm saying you're profiling because let's look at it. Who are you honestly going to question? All right. You're not going to really question me about my status, but you're going to question Lola. You might question KC. You know what I mean? They're not going to question us. So I mean, we know that. But we got Revy right now, and she's heated. She's heated. She said, "Humanity. These are children. They should have dreams and aspirations, a life without fear of rape, getting tortured, taken away from their families in the middle of the night." And then she would put concentration camps all in large letters.
Well, perfect example of those camps. Instead of closing the school and putting those kids there, they could have put them there.
All right, but here's the thing: who's going to pay for it?
We're still, regardless of what they close, what they open, we are still going to pay for it. Simple as that.
All right, and I understand where Revy is coming from, and like I said, I do feel for them. But then if we do that for them, we got to do it for all.
We already do everything for all.
No, we don't. Listen, if we do what we're doing, if we keep these kids here, if we keep all these people illegally coming here, I mean, look at the kids that's out in Africa right now, going through the genocides. Look at what's going on in Somalia.
Oh, you don't think they're being smuggled in here too?
Oh, I understand all that, but it needs to stop. We need to make a point. We need to make an example. This is the time to make an example, because if you keep thinking about it, we already have enough issues here. All right. One of the solutions I'm going to say that we should think about. We need to coordinate something with their government. All right. If we're going to keep the kids here from these countries, then the government should go ahead and pay for it. Their government should go ahead and pay for it. Think about it.
Yeah, but they can't even control their own.
Exactly. So, like I said, what I'm feeling right now is trust me, we need to make an example out of this. I mean, yeah, because what you're talking about smuggling, but you don't see 57,000 kids getting smuggled like that from any other country. Because the next, other than Latin America, the other big, I guess, region is Asia, is mainly with China, and how they China and I think it was like Cambodia and Vietnam and all that. They also smuggle people here as well. So they have a whole system set up for that. But the main thing is, this is a crisis. I'm open for everyone. But something has to be done. All right, something has to be done. I mean, I feel for the kids and everything else, but if we let that happen, then think about it. All these parents are just going to sit up there and say, I'm going to send my kids up there. I'm just going to send my kids up there. That's not right. That's not right at all. I'm getting blown up right now on this subject. You know what I mean? So, yeah, and Revy even said it in concentration camp. I mean, that's a strong word to use, dude, because what happened at a concentration camp? So, I mean.
Again, that's exactly where they were. It's just a camp. Names can be changed, whatever. It's just a place that's empty. It's a place that can be put to use in the meantime, so that way, with the perfect example that you gave about the school, can be placed for something else. It doesn't have to be named a concentration camp, but geez.
Well, look, check this out. So my cousin Calvin right now. All right, so Calvin is just like me and Lola. All right, he's black. His wife is Mexican, and he sent me a message. You're killing them right now on your show. Now you have me and my wife arguing.
Sorry.
I mean, but you know, because I do understand what's going on down there. It's kind of hard to say that their government is not stepping up to the plate. Because I mean, if I'm a government official, this is embarrassing that I had to have this many of my own kids, parents, sending the kids up to another country because I can't control my own country.
But do you think they care? I don't think they care. That's how I feel about it.
Yeah,
I think they're like,
right,
go someplace better. It don't matter, you know, because we can't control our people anyway.
Yeah.
So
Right. Well, I mean,
our governments. I mean, think about the governments down there. I mean,
but what I'm saying is look at the kind of example that we're showing if we just allow this to happen. I mean, what do you think is going to happen if we allow this to happen? If we allow them to say, all right, we're just going to keep it here.
Well, then more Canadians are going to come over, and you know, more of our taxes are going to go up, and it's a waterfall. It's an effect.
I mean,
it's a domino effect.
We already got, you know, Obama asking for more funds, you know, to support this, and he's asking other states right now to open their doors and let them in.
Mm-hmm.
So what does happen? I mean, what is
it's all right, because one of the last time I remember, well, I don't remember, but reading about it, it's that we allowed something like this to happen. That we allowed them. We actually said, if you come over, we're going to allow you. It was when Cubans wanted to defect Cuba.
Mm-hmm.
That was in the 80s, and then before that, in the 70s, we had certain states and cities like L.A., Houston, New Orleans being one of them that were refugee sites for Vietnamese. That's why New Orleans has a large Vietnamese population there. But that was because of the communist government. That was all because of communist government. But as of right now, allowing the illegals to come in, we're allowing others to cross the border like that, to come in.
No, and not all of them are being checked either.
No, not all of them being checked. I read up on in L.A., all right, especially in the Hispanic community, 1 out of 10 people you will meet are undocumented.
Mm-hmm.
How crazy is that?
Yeah.
How crazy is that? Like I understand, you know, why do you want to come over here? But then it doesn't help the situation when you have cartels smuggling drugs over. The United States is the biggest market for that. So it doesn't help the situation. It really doesn't help the situation at all.
Nope.
At all. So look, hold on, I got another one right now. Revy. She said,
going in.
all right, Revy is Mexican. Her fiance is black. Go figure.
Mm-hmm.
She sat there and said, my fiance and I are trying to avoid this conversation. He's telling me that I'm not going to like his answer. Well, if you see a pattern that's going on right now, because if you look at, especially if you're looking in the black community right now, it's like, oh, we're going to go ahead and help all these kids right now.
But what about the kids?
Wait. What about the kids here? What about the kids here? No, we need this.
That's my biggest thing.
Let's think about it. Let's think, and this is why the other issue I have with just allowing them to stay in here. And Casey, I'm gonna get your opinion on this because you're real quiet with this. But the other reason why I have an issue with just allowing them to stay here and let's go ahead and immediately help them is because look how long it took for people of New Orleans, and I was in it, for us to receive help for fucking Hurricane Katrina. Let's talk about that. You know what I mean? It took. I mean, we had to beg for help. We had to beg for help, and just because we're a predominantly black city, we had to beg for help. And now all of a sudden, because of the situation now, we're just gonna, let's go ahead and let them in. I mean, and the majority of people who agrees to letting them in, they're all Hispanic. I mean, so I want your thoughts about this. Like, what is your thoughts since you're being quiet over here?
Even if I wasn't Hispanic, I mean, they're children. Like, I have a child of my own. Like, that would hurt me to even think about, like, him starving or, like, being raped or the things that they're doing to kids over there, like killing them and, like, selling their organs, like, in a black market. Like, I feel for them, so I don't have an issue with that. And I mean, I pay my taxes and stuff like that. Like, I don't think I would really mind if they even went up. Like, that means there could be more jobs generated. Like, they're gonna be going to school. They're gonna be our future doctors. They could be anything. Do you know what I mean?
How can they get in school though? They don't have a social security number.
Well,
Oh,
somehow
they'll
we're
get
gonna help them.
No, they'll get a social. Yeah.
And so they'll be working. There's going to be more jobs generated. They're not just going to sit here and be lazy. And we all know the Hispanic community is not known for being lazy.
We take all the jobs, and nobody else wants to take.
Right.
And that's one thing I despise generally, like, white people. They take my jobs. Oh, you're going to go scrub those toilets then for minimum wage?
But it's not only them. I don't like that they do the jobs that no one else will do, because I don't always think that's true. I mean, it's not a job that I would do, but that's why I'm going to school. You know what I mean? But if I was at that level to where that's what I was doing, I would do that. You know what I mean? If I needed a job, I would do that.
But not all people are like that. Like, I've had people be like, oh, I don't have a job. I'm like, oh, well, you know what? I just heard McDonald's is hiring. Oh, hell no. I ain't working there. Okay, then you don't want a job.
You do have a point about that, but some people aren't getting hired at even McDonald's, is what I'm saying. If they're coming out of the system, they're not getting jobs. I mean, yeah, they messed up, but not everybody is going to be the same when they come out of jail.
Yeah,
and they're not getting those jobs.
I feel like that's another topic, though.
Yeah,
and
you're right. You're
brother,
right. We got ADD on this. So.
Like, my brother just got out of prison, and like, luckily I'm here to help him get back on his feet. But if he doesn't, he has to pay the parole. He has to pay for the classes he has to take, and he has like a $5,000 debt he has to pay to. Imagine a person that just got out of jail having an apartment and having to pay all that debt and his bills. Like, there's no way. There's no way.
Well, see, here's the thing. Back on the jail and the immigration, because I'm tie these two in together. Let's be honest. Here's why a lot of people have an issue with it. What is the mass majority that you find in the jail systems right now?
Black
and
Hispanic.
Those are the main two.
Yep.
All right. So those are the main two that you mainly see. Blacks, well, we're already here. You know, you can't. We're already here. So let's be honest. All right. So then let's say the first thing that I'll say the others will say and talk about is, well, we don't want them to come over here because of the drug trade, and all they're gonna do is get back in jail. Because you have to understand.
That overgeneralization is. Yeah,
you see it. You see it. They talk about it. They discuss it all the time. You know, because if you look at San Quentin, up in California, predominantly Mexican and black.
But don't jails like generate a lot of money too? So like
no.
So then what?
No, not all. No, a lot of them are state or federal funded. If they run out of funding to hold a certain amount of people in jail, they will release them. They will release a group of people.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, not every jail works like that. I mean, the only main jail that's self-sufficient, and there's only one, is Angola in Louisiana, and Angola is the modern day loophole in slavery, because Angola started as a way after the Civil War. Angola started as they sold the land to the government to make a jail, but the landlord of the field of the land said that anybody who goes to that jail, they have to pick my cotton, they have to work the fields, they have to do this. So back then, when you had blacks out of slavery, no jobs. When you have no jobs, what do? You get into crime. Mm-hmm. So when you get into crime, they only sent the blacks, the former slaves, to Angola. So you had still a slave owner that was legal, that was paid for by the government. That's how they got away with it. They're the only ones that are self-sufficient. So let's be honest. So if you have a lot of these people crossing over, they're not crossing over necessarily with money. They're not crossing over with money. So they're crossing over trying to get money, trying to get that bright future. But then let's just say out of a group of 20, all right, out of a group of 20, you're coming in into a low-income neighborhood. Give it about 3 or 4 years. How many of that 20 is going to turn into a life of crime because there's no money out there? There's no jobs going to be hiring for them. How many of those 20? You know what I mean? So look, we'll be right back, man. We're going to go to a quick break real quick, and then we're going to continue this subject. So we're gonna do a commercial break. Music
Yeah,
break?
we're gonna do a break.
All right,
we
man.
Gotta do a break, and then I'm gonna play this dude Vic Zombie from the UK.
All right, man. So we're gonna do that break. Stay tuned, man, and we're gonna finish this conversation.
Everyone's going to need an attorney at some point in their life. I'm no different. Hey everyone, it's James from Vets On. Whether it was my last will and testament before deployment or my ongoing custody battle for my children during my divorce, I needed help, so I lawyered up. If you need help, I urge you to contact Capstrom Law Firm. Capstrom Law Firm in Springfield, Missouri services clients throughout the state in criminal law, personal injury, and family law. With over 13 years practicing law, Tom Capstrom understands both law and court procedures and how stressful they can be. Let Tom Capstrom Law Firm and his dedicated staff take the stress and worry out of a difficult situation by calling him today. We feel so strong about the work that Tom and his staff are doing that he'll be a monthly guest on the show. Tom is a veteran and a listener, for God's sake, so you know the guy is solid and will fight for you. Give Tom a call today by calling 417-864-0552 or email Tom at capstromlaw.com. And don't forget to tell him that Vets On sent you.
The choice of a lawyer is an important decision and should not be based solely upon advertising.
Would your goal be to get you and your family out of debt? I can show you how thousands of people and families are doing just that. This is a business plan made simple. We offer everything from weight loss products to green cleaning solutions. Whether you're interested in making it a full-time or part-time opportunity to become debt-free, or if you are just sick and tired of being sick and tired, call Jamie at 602-295-9969. That's 602-295-9969.
Breaker, 19. How about that bandage? You got some ears on, son?
Have you ever wanted to be a truck driver? If so, pay attention. If not, pay attention anyway. Southwest Truck Driver Training offers everything you need to get started. You can get hired before you begin training. They've got GI Bill approved training facilities, day, night, or weekend programs to fit your busy schedule. And if you have any questions, no sweat. They've got veteran supportive campuses with veterans on staff to serve you. And on top of that, they have lifetime job placement assistance. Put the pedal to the metal. Call Southwest Truck Driver Training today.
Do you need an extra push to start your day? Well, then tune in to Addie's Radio. Addie's Radio is a show that explores tough questions in an open and fun forum. The program also engages hard-hitting issues concerning veterans' physical, mental, emotional, and spiritual health. This show airs every Tuesday from 10 a.m. Pacific Standard Time on the Vets On Media Network. Addie's Radio is hosted by Jesse James, a combat veteran of Afghanistan, so he knows the problems that veterans face every day. Jesse provides you guidance each and every week to be a better you. So tune into yourself each week by tuning into Addie's Radio. Go to vetsonmedia.com for show details.
Listen. I never ever planned for love. I gave that idea up. It started when I got my heart broken, but somehow when you do all the things you do, girl, I'm feeling like brand new. You got me thinking I'm losing my mind. I don't really understand. My head feels like it's sand. But I promise that I'll make things easy. But somehow, when you do all the things you do, I'm feeling like brand new. You got me thinking I'm losing my mind. I'll take this moment just to say all that I'm feeling. Do you mind? I think that I'm falling for you. Oh, my heart is your treasure. Oh, I'm so addicted to you. When you do all the things you do, I'm feeling like brand new. You got me thinking I'm losing my mind. I don't really understand. My head feels like it's sand. but I promise that I'll make things easy. But somehow, when you do all the things you do, not even like brand new, you got me thinking I'm losing your mind. I'll take this moment just to say all that I'm feeling. Do you mind? I think that I'm falling for you. Do you mind? I take this moment just to say all that I'm feeling. Do you mind? I think that I'm falling for you. Do you mind? I take this moment just to say all that I'm feeling. Do you mind? I think that I'm falling for you. Do you mind? I take this moment just to say all that I'm feeling. Do you mind? I think that I'm falling for you.
And we are back. And if you're missing the show, we were talking about immigration, and it looks like me and Dolo are on the same page here about sending them back. And Lola, you're against it?
I am nowhere.
Okay, explain yourself.
I mean, I agree with the fact that these are children. I agree with the fact that, they are probably coming from even worse broken homes and places. I agree that they shouldn't have been sent here. I agree that we should not keep them here. But I also agree we shouldn't I'm all over the place. So, yeah.
You see, this just going off of that is, it's not that I fully feel that we need to send them back, because our nation overall is a police nation. We travel all over the world helping, small nations, when they're having issues with their governments or whatever. We send people over there. So that's where I'm kind of like...
Well, it's funny that you say that, because on The Daily Show, Jon Stewart sat there and said, he was like, I wonder why all these illegal immigrants are coming over. And then he showed nothing, like a montage of clips from Fox News saying that because America's the greatest country. Yeah, I would love to be here. Yes, I love America. America's the greatest country. Yes, I come here for my freedom. So it's like we're always talking about it. If we're always talking about it, we're the only country that talks like that. Yeah, you're going to have people come over. You're going to have them come over, despite what they're saying. You're going to have them come over. You're advertising it.
My thing is helping these kids through the border any different than us going to another country and helping them, like Somalia, for instance. You know.
And the thing is I feel for the children. I do. But at the same time, if we say yes and allow them to stay, then we're just opening up floodgates.
Well, even if we have them stay, I mean, we need to develop a plan and quick. I mean, I was reading something that pretty much said that, when they get too many, do they have a relative? We're going to release them in this city, like they're just releasing these kids in cities on the nearest corners, and it's like...
Yeah.
It's a figure of speech, Casey. What do you mean on the city, on the corner?
It's pretty much almost literal. Like, they're getting out of buses and just going to whoever's.
Right. So, I mean, and the thing is if, and the people who are strongly getting, and I really want to know this too, because the people who are really strong against keeping them here because of what's going on, If anybody want to call in on this one too, 602-399-7787. I noticed that majority of our own Hispanic community are the biggest ones who said that they need to stay here. You don't know what's going on over there, blah blah blah. But is it because they're the same as you? Is it because of that? You know, I mean, if these were nothing but Chinese kids, would you be feeling the same way?
That's where I'm at.
Right.
I'm like, well, if they were from China,
right? If they were from the continent of Africa, would you still feel the same way? I mean, right now, like if these were a bunch of Mexicans here that came over like that, I mean, a bunch of that group is a lot of them are Mexicans as well. Then is that the reason why you feel that way? Because you feel a bond or connection with that? You know what I mean? So that's what I'm wondering.
Not necessarily.
You know what I mean? Imagine if all these were Russians.
But I'm not racist, so I don't see that. Like, let's switch it around. What if it was all African Americans? How would you feel?
African? What?
Well, they would be Africans.
You mean just Africans
from Africa?
Yeah.
Oh,
Africa.
okay.
Sorry.
I'm about to say
from Africa.
Sorry.
African American. We already here, sweetheart.
No, well, some people don't like to be called African Americans. Like, no, I'm just black. I'm like,
well,
okay.
that's a whole different different thing. But
Okay, what if they were? Like,
if they're African, that's what we said. Well, I'm gonna have to feel the same. I feel the same way across the board. Period.
Yeah,
because
I'm gonna feel the same way.
I feel the same way across the board. Because I mean, honestly, me, yes, yeah, I guess ancestors came from Africa, but I don't identify myself as African American though. So I'm black. I'm black, and I'm American that happens to be black. But you know what I mean. So I don't. We're all Americans here. So we're Americans, but for shits and giggles.
I seen those lips, Casey. You're like,
yeah. Real shit. You know what I'm saying? So see, I got my friend Dave. My friend David. He's telling me how he's Kenyan American. So yeah, no, he's trying to clown me right now. That's why he's trying to clown me right now. Telling him I'm Kenyan. Boy, you lived in Kenya for real though. So he did. But let's think about it across the board. And then here's the other thing. Here's the other issue that I have with this too. All right, a lot of especially your old schools from Latin America, they feel differently about blacks here. They feel differently. They feel that we shouldn't associate with them. And my problem with that is, didn't you come over here? We're already established here.
Yeah, but that's not just Latin America. That's across.
I know it's across the globe, but I mean, think about it. I even have Lola's grandmother, for some odd reason, does not like the fact that I'm black, and they will rather for them to marry someone who's blonde hair, blue eyes, with money than a black guy. But you kind of look at it like, well, you live in Mexico. How many blacks have you ran across? Other than me, you know what I mean? So you don't know enough about them, and it's like,
the sadder part is like, we have African American or African or Afro Latino blood in us.
Right.
We descend from them as well, and she's just like, nah.
Yeah, just to give you a little history, I'm not sure if you know about this, but Mexico imported during the slave trade. They had approximately 100,000 African slaves that came to Mexico. Hence why you have a lot of your darker Mexicans with like the curly hair and stuff like that, because their ancestor comes from Africa. And another lesson, and my boy Dave is going to be proud of me for saying this one, but the second ruler of Mexico was black.
Yes, he was
Vicente Guerrero. He was black. Vicente Guerrero.
Guerrero. Roll your R's.
You know what I said. Would y'all stop?
Why? Because you can't do that.
I got it. So no. So but still, it's really because like I even had a friend tell me something about like East LA. It was like East LA or even parts of this LA to where they don't get along with the blacks that's already there, but a lot of them are undocumented. That's what this person told me, and I'm like, that's funny. We're not the main guy that they really target. We're still up there, but they're mainly targeting you. And B, how is it that you come over here illegally and undocumented, but you have something again against blacks? Mm-hmm. I don't get it. I don't get it. You know what I mean? It's like, no, man. It's when someone sit up there. I wish someone would. And I find out they're undocumented, sit up there and say something to me to that extent of my race. I'm like, well, why don't you bring your ass back to where the hell you came from then? You know what I mean? don't come over here and get on me. My family's already been established. We
You have to understand, though,
back.
they feel like this was stolen from them. They were here before the white man stole the land, so they feel like it's theirs, regardless if they're here.
Okay.
So you have to understand that too.
If you hear the history behind it, yes, believe it or not, yes.
See, the Eastern Europeans back then, and when they came and colonized the U.S., they just came and took over things. I mean, this land is an immigrant land. Nobody owns us except the Native Americans that were here before us, and Mexico all the way up to California, New Mexico, Texas, Arizona, and some parts of Nevada. But it's like, we're so pompous to say this is our land.
See, but the thing is, like overall, when you have a battle and you win.
Yeah, you win. That's
fine.
it.
You win.
That's fine. You win some battles. Still, what battle are you going to win against the Native Americans who were already here? Why are you taking over their land? Why are you going to go and colonize something that is already being colonized? Yes,
that's what they are.
Hey,
bullies.
They might have came as bullies, but
no,
they didn't come
they
correct.
came with a pretense of religion and freedom of speech and this and that, which is what our, now Bill of Rights and Constitution is based on. But still, think about it. It's like they had no rights to come here. Oh, they want to explore. But they ended up sending the worst that they had. People who had it in their jail cells that didn't, fit there anymore. Rapists, murderers, robbers. That's how this land was founded. And for us now to say, oh no, get your ass out of here. You don't belong here. This is our land. We have no right.
Well, I mean, because here's the thing that they do have a right, because after that war they actually signed a treaty allowing that.
I'm not talking about that war though. I'm talking about how when it first was colonized.
But how many years ago?
Yeah, how many years ago was this?
But it still matters though, because again,
this was before the Civil War.
But again, our country is an immigrant country.
Mm-hmm.
None of us are from here, so why do we feel so powered?
Now again, with that, John Stewart said the best. He was like, we always had a history of being an immigrant country who disliked new immigrants.
Exactly.
That is true.
You have no right for that.
Right,
but no, I mean, we are built on immigrants, and that's our country. But still, there are rules now.
There's rules and regulations.
Okay, there's rules and regulations, but
you just like I don't think it's fair that my brother in arms sitting next to me, he's getting citizenship through serving.
Right.
You know what I mean? And somebody's just going to come over here and expect to get it because this was their land at some point. I don't agree with that.
I don't agree with that either. I don't agree with that.
Broken.
Wait, see, no. Oh, no. There you go. No. Because here's the thing, and then the Revi's going back to what I said about the undocumented Hispanics coming over here and don't like blacks, and she said up there, she said, what I've discovered is that undocumented Mexicans are afraid of black people. So
everybody's afraid of black people.
Again, why are you coming to a country and then be like,
true though.
We're not gonna deal with you? It's like, no, we're here first. You just got here. You just walked through the door. You just came to the party, and you didn't even bring any chips. So how the hell are you gonna sit up there and try to? No. The whole thing with the whole illegal immigration that's coming here, we got rules and regulations. It'll be a different. Let's say these illegal immigrants coming over here, but they're coming over with a particular skill set that we need, and they don't need any government assistance on anything.
Then they would have papers.
Then would we have an issue? No,
because they would have papers.
But it's not like we have doctors or scientists coming over here.
We do.
You know what I mean? Not really.
Yeah.
Look at the mass majority that comes over, and then look at that small percentage that's probably professional skilled worker.
But we still do. It might be a small percentage, but they still come.
Now it's out of that small percent. I mean, we're talking about very, very, very tiny sum that comes because they're coming over here because they can't find any work because they don't have anything.
Come here because they're trying to further their specialization so that way they can go back, and I can put that on all 5 of my cousins who are doctors. They all came here after getting their doctorate and becoming PhDs in Mexico. They came here to the U.S. to extend their knowledge and to apply it and then to go back and do the same thing.
Where are they now?
They went back.
Okay, so.
But see, it's still.
I don't feel like they come here and like, oh, I'm gonna go to the U.S. and get on government assistance.
No.
They're
not sitting there plotting that in a circle.
They're not plotting it.
That's not their. But you guys make it. The people that are against that make it seem that that's what they're for. You have to have a social to.
But that's
get that.
what happens. And
No.
they get social.
Yeah, they're gonna get.
All right, so
you're
listen.
gonna end up with your identity stolen,
Right.
with somebody else using your social,
Yep.
with somebody else fucking up your credit, with somebody else claiming your taxes.
Yep.
This is what a lot of people have an
Or
issue
paying
with.
my taxes.
Majority do pay your taxes. I mean,
Right, but see, even though
I'm not even gonna lie,
And
they do.
and most
They're
of them
very
are like
careful about it.
responsible too.
Yeah.
Like
Well,
they work 3 jobs with the same social.
Right, but that's not the case for all. See,
That's most.
No, it's not,
No, it's not.
unfortunately.
It's
No,
not.
it's
Like,
not.
if you have 10 people, out of 10 people, 9 of them are doing the right thing. One person steals a social. That kills it for everyone.
Yeah.
That kills it for everyone. So the thing is again, like with the kids that's coming over. I mean, I understand they're children. I understand it.
They are
Again,
children.
They're children.
We should care because they are children and they're unaccompanied. Some of them.
And not only that, but it's like it wasn't their decision.
Yeah, exactly. It wasn't their decision.
It wasn't their decision.
But at the same time, we need to send them back. We need to
to send
them back. Coordinate them, send them back.
Right now, we should send them back, and the only and the biggest reason because of that is because we don't have the ability to house them properly. I mean, if you look at some of the pictures, they're sleeping on top of each other. You said that thing about concentration camps earlier. Some of those facilities look like concentration camps.
So actually, they look worse.
Yeah.
Yeah, they look like
They're
one
like
of them looked like
sleeping
a
on top
dog
of each other and
pound,
stuff.
and like they were outside and just in this heat.
I mean, is that okay? Is that how we're going to treat these kids until, for months on end until we can find a better place for them?
Right. And then if we find a place, where are they going to go? I mean, seriously, where are they going to go? And then everyone who sit up there and says, no, we need to keep them here. No, you don't understand. I'm gonna ask you one thing. Open up your wallet and put some money into it and take them in. All right, because
there's people out there saying that they would be more than willing to.
But are we gonna have 57,000 being taken in?
No. I'm giving you an example of how people are wanting to and asking. I mean, even what's his face from 98.3 that we don't like, the Mexican dude. Anyways, him.
Both of them?
Well, yeah.
Both
But I
of them.
said dude, the other one's a girl. Regardless, but he was asking, he said he's like, I will take in some of those children. He's like, but the state is not allowing me to. I'm taking them off their hands. I would be willing to temporarily adopt them so that way they're off of their hands, they become my responsibility. But if the government is not letting them either, so then we'll go back to square one.
Let me ask you this then. So if people are willing to take about 7,000 of them, what are you gonna do with the other 50?
Again, we're back to square one.
So
It's
I mean,
the same thing.
let's talk about some of the numbers here because there is a lot. There's a lot going to be pouring in. We're talking 90,000 by the end of this fiscal year in October.
And that's not counting the ones that are already here that we don't know.
Those
about.
are the ones just coming in right now, and then we're going to reach 160 by next year.
And that's what the guesstimated number.
Well,
yeah.
But I mean, it's going to be that
It's
way
gonna
if
be
they're pouring in at this rate. I mean, what do we do?
Right.
We don't have those resources. There is not that many people that are going to be like, hey, come on into my house. I'll temporarily adopt
That
you.
is true.
Right. So I mean, if you gotta do something, and then what do you do about? We're gonna quickly wrap this up too. Cause what do you do about the ones who come over here and then have a child here?
Well, with that what was happening is if the child was, I believe, under the age of like 2 or 3, the parent was not getting deported. And mostly it was the mother because the mother would have to take care of the child, so they would deport the brother, sister, everybody else I think who was, I believe was either older than 5 or older than 3. They were being sent back. But the child who was born here as a U.S. citizen that cannot take care of itself, the mom would be given almost like a clemency or almost like okay, we're just going to wait,
So how many of them actually do that? A lot.
There's a lot of them that are here like that. A lot of them.
I mean, one of my brother's best friends, his I think it was his dad got sent back because he was illegal or whatever. So his dad got sent back.
Right. So,
but his mom stayed.
Right. See, this is where the issue comes in. That now you put in a predicament because technically you can't send the child back because the child is
a U.S. citizen.
So the child is entitled to all the benefits as a normal U.S. citizen. So, you know, here's the thing: if we don't send these people back,
this reminds me of like the Alien Gonzalez thing.
right?
Like it really does.
Yeah. If we don't send these people back, then here's what we need to do. Here's what we need to do. They have to immediately find a job, and then every month they have to pay, you know, a monthly stipend to stay here, almost like rent to stay in the United States.
That's called taxes.
That wouldn't be bad.
Well, they have
No,
their
but they have to pay
stipulations.
like
Yeah, because
extra.
But here's the crazy part, because a lot of them come over here. A lot of them will have jobs. I mean, I can go down Central Avenue right now. I can go to West Phoenix right now on a lot of these jobs, like the tire shops, the auto mechanics, all the manual labor that, you know, they are very skillful at, that they actually get paid under the table. Okay, there's a lot of apartment complexes in the Phoenix area, and just to keep in mind, people, Phoenix has a 40% Hispanic population. They have apartments out here that will allow. They know that you're illegal. So what they'll do is they'll make you pay double up front, first and last month's rent up front, and then they'll allow you to continue paying using money orders, which you can easily go to a check cashing place or even a liquor store to get that going, and they get paid under the table. You know what I mean? So it's not like they're paying taxes. They're not.
Some do.
But
I've
not
met
all.
a few. I've met a few.
Like, it just depends on the person, and unfortunately, we don't know what that person's persona is, to where, you know, even if they're not here legally, and I know a lot of people like that. They're here illegally and they're working jobs that each one of us can easily take, but they're paying their taxes, and, you know, they're a responsible individual, and they're applying to get their paperwork. I know plenty of them. Hell, I had family members like that.
Right. Now again, let's look at the lower income neighborhoods. If you look at the lower income neighborhoods, now this goes for blacks, but again, we are already citizens, and that's been established. But if you go into the lower income neighborhoods, you still have a lot more crime in those neighborhoods, just because they came over, and not all of them can really get the job. So especially in Hispanic culture, especially in Mexican culture, especially the man, they are big on providing for the family. So if they can't get a job, they're going to, by any means necessary, get that money. Yeah. Whether it's crime or not, they're going to do anything that's going to get that money. So it's going to increase the crime rate, because now it's not like they're coming over here with money already. They're not. You know, they put it their whole life savings just to pay the person to smuggle them over here. Now they're over here. Now you're in these neighborhoods. Like I just saw like a gang documentary in Oakland, all Mexican neighborhood, and then all of a sudden you have one of the highest crimes in California in this Oakland and Stockton. All right, so if you look at the population there, look at the race of these people, and then they also brought up how many of these people are actually undocumented. Or even if they come over here undocumented, then they have kids here, but they're still in a poor ghetto. You're in the hood. Once you're in the hood, I mean, you're gonna do hood shit.
Okay.
You know what I mean? You're going to do hood shit. So, you know, again, it's I feel for the kids. I'm gonna do a roundtable to wrap this up. I feel for the kids, but in my honest opinion, you know, we got to make an example. We need to coordinate something with the government and send these kids back. We're gonna have to, because if we allow them to stay, we're gonna have to allow everyone else to stay, and that number is going to triple by next year. So that's my opinion. Casey, what do you have on this matter?
They should stay. We'll figure a way to make it work.
All right, Dolo.
Well, I believe that if we can get our resources right quickly, yeah, that's fine to stay. But for the most part, you know, they should be sent back, because it's inhumane the way that we're treating these people. That's how I feel about it.
It is inhumane. It is inhumane. It is inhumane. But it's one of those you have to make a. You have to go left or right.
Exactly. I mean, we can't just throw them on the street. I mean, they have that.
Yeah, because you also think about it, and Cousin Kel, he sat there and said one thing that I'm gonna have to bring up, because he was like, for him, for myself, for you, Dolo, you know what I mean? When we actually pay, and we're black, so we're not really the most liked on anybody's radar. We're not liked at all, but we all managed to still serve our country. Yeah. When you're undocumented, you can't serve your country. What can you do for the country?
Well, maybe they should let them.
Well, you know, they'll be undocumented.
If you let them serve, if they come over here, if you find them deported and they're within that age range, if you want them and the family to stay, I say.
But they do that.
They got to do something.
They do that.
But you can't do that now.
Like
they're cut
like
back.
the difference is the biggest difference. Yeah, but the biggest difference right now is Mexico. You know what I mean? Like it's all of the Central American countries, just not Mexico. You know what I mean? So. I don't know. I'm trying to figure out how I feel and what side I feel on, but mostly it's towards send them back because we can't house them. We can't handle it.
So
I mean the office will take $3.2 billion or 3.7 I think it is, and ask for that for emergency relief funds to do that. But why can't we do that in the past at any other time?
Right.
For us.
Right. Yeah. Exactly. You didn't do it for blacks back then.
That's my biggest thing. Like it's a deserving thing.
Why does it have to be a race thing though? Like that's why.
Okay,
that's what's wrong with America.
Let's take race out of it then.
You can't though. America's known for being super racist.
But let's.
No, you can. He's right. You can take it out.
Let's take race out of it and just say our lower
income,
our lower socioeconomic areas.
Right.
There you go.
Yeah, and that's all across the board. So you're made to tell them that we're going to give them all the aid, but we can't even give aid to our own. I mean, think about it. Like I said, that lady was heated, and then they actually asked a question. Man, they never thought the black population would really jump in on this, but when they started using their resources on things that they should have rebuilt, like prime example, the education center. It was in Houston. I read this article. They should have made an education center, something for these lower income kids, but now this school has been closed for years, and you open it back up just to harvest, just to have these illegal immigrants stay in there until they figure something out. So it's almost like, all right, that's a slap in the face. I mean, we wanted something for our own kids here. It's just across the board at the lower income. I mean, if we're going to put money into that, then if we're going to put money into keeping them here, clothing them, feeding them, schooling them, and everything, Medicare and everything else, then what are we doing with our own kind? Our own Americans that's here, that's in the lower class. What are we doing with them? Exactly.
I'm done arguing.
Lola.
Yeah. Good show.
Yeah, you know what I mean? So great show, man. I'm actually going to post an article about this. I wanted to wait until we talked about this before I post the article because I'm probably going to make some changes into that. But thank you for coming out to the show. Thank you for listening. Thank you, Brandon Holsey, for calling in, man. Filmmaker, Faithfully, the movie is going to be coming out in August. I'd like to thank the artists for their submissions. Please continue to submit. And also, artists, if you would like for us to market you, go ahead and hit us up at thatshowlive@gmail.com. Anything with a new project, a new tour, anything that you want us to advertise to you, because I'm just gonna pretty much say it. We do have the top ranked show on here, so if you really want us to get your name out there, let us help you get your name out there. And honestly, if you feel passionate about your craft. And this is not for artists, but anybody with a clothing line, anybody with a business. If you feel passionate about your craft and you feel that you have the best quality, then you should be willing to invest into it. So if you want to invest into that and you want us to help market your stuff, your show, your whatever your business, whatever you have going on, please hit us up at thatshowlive@gmail.com, or you can send us a message through Facebook. To find us at That Show. What is our Facebook URL today? Is it We Are That Show?
We Are That Show.
Yeah, We Are That Show. All right, so Facebook.com/We Are That Show. You can send us a message there. But, I want to thank everyone for listening in. I know this was a touchy subject, and I had to play a little bit of the devil's advocate with this. But, I'm glad we got this out there. But check us out every Thursday at 8 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, 11 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I'm always going to put the link up. And thank you for coming out, man. So go ahead and close us out, Dolo.
I'm going to play DTF right now, Deciding the Future.
Okay.
And then we're going to close out.
Bye.
Here we go. She think I'ma wait? You got me hella bent. I'ma get the next girl I see for the hell of it. Cause I really give no fucks like I'm celibate. Excuse my language, but right now I'm on my element. Put two broken hearts together, girl, they're bound to fit. Unless you faking and acting just like it's counterfeit. This is sinking ship and I ain't going down with it. These mimosas, girl, and I ain't playing around with it. It's hard to face the fact that it's really a rap. So I drown my sorrows in a bottle of Jack. I keep telling myself, I don't watch your back. I'm feeling lost and I'm praying to God for the map. You put on a tough act, girl, it's gonna be hard to follow. The hell will cry, girl, I damn near drown trying to swallow. You have my heart, girl, now it's iffy, now it's hollow. You have my heart, girl, now it's iffy, now it's hollow. So I take another puff of the endo. Why you playing games like an old school Nintendo? I don't know why I even try, girl. I ain't gonna lie, girl. You have my heart, but you threw it out the window. And it change your mind every time that the wind blows. So I just get high. You wonder why, girl? I get high, girl. You wonder why? You wonder why? You wonder why? Laid out, feel like my heart is gone. I knew that it was over from the minute that your call was gone. I didn't cry, didn't hope that you come back tonight. Just went inside and started floating with the satellites. I always wondered when the day would come, but I just shoot my problems through the barrel of a smoking gun. I vaporized your vapor eyes, now they're locked inside with my safest lies like a landmine on my heart. I hope you're stepping right. I got myself, I ain't gonna worry about the rest tonight. Sometimes the worst times can bring the greatest lessons. Vibe it out, just break my problems down, roll them up and smoke them right. I see you everywhere, phantom that is haunting me. I feel your touch and see your eyes thinking that it's haunting me. But then I realize why you didn't make it long with me. Cause everything that's wrong with you is everything that's wrong with me. So I take another puff of the endo. Why you playing games like an old school Nintendo? I don't know why I even try, girl. I ain't gonna lie, girl. You had my heart, but you threw it out the window. And it change your mind every time that the wind blows. So I just get high. You wonder why, girl? I get high, girl. You wonder why? You wonder why? You wonder why? If you're wondering why, I'ma tell you. Yeah. I don't know why I'm rolling up the switch, about to blow it like a missile until I'm about to fly. Like damn, man, I'm so high. See, you had my heart from the start, but now it's goodbye. Forever, forever, I write it like a letter. I'm prepared for the worst, but I'm ready for the better. I just hope it's coming soon in a life near me, cause the life that I picture is the one on TV. Hey, this is DT, F to the hip. See, we call it like a ref, girl, you must be deaf. I'm trying to express the feelings that I possess, but they kinda fill my chest. I gotta lay it to rest, I'm on the road to success. On the quest to be the best, my answer be fucking yes. I know when I never guess, my fears disappear just so we can reappear. So I'm here to get it clear, you bitches who see no tears, Sammy. So I take another puff of the endo. Why you playing games like an old school Nintendo? I don't know why I even try, girl. I ain't gonna lie, girl. You had my heart, but you threw it out the window. And it change your mind every time that the wind blows. So I just get high. You wonder why, girl? I get high, girl.